on Grand Finals. Very cool, very exciting, very nice. But you know what else I'm excited about? I want to see what's going on with the rocket. Excuse me, I've been talking for a long time. Hey, we got mission control. Let's go, everybody. Yeah, I actually very excited to see these guys working. They have been grinding up here. Like, we have an office in Kent, seeing them day in, day out, doing their stuff. And there's a nice little close-up of the rocket. You can see it up against the ground support equipment, the GSE as we call it here. Those struts will move away as the rocket is ready to launch. All sorts of blow-offs right now because they're trying not to over-pressurize anything. We talked about that earlier. We also see some of the fins as we go down there. Some of the stuff used for attitude control. And yes, we're in terminal count, by the way, everybody. I mentioned it a while ago. Once you get to terminal count, you're past that go, no-go poll. It is not the final go, no-go, but it is a starting point. It is showing that they are confident. They feel like there is a path to flight. There is a chance that they'll still recycle from here. There's a chance we won't fly. They're going to be playing very safe. We've only got one of these rockets right now, so we want to make it count. But in the meantime, we can see, oh, there's the bottom of the rocket coming into view as well. The larger fins, those are the big attitude control fins for that ground stage there. And of course, the many engines of the bottom. We have in our Kent office, there's this huge thing that's like a cutout that's put up on one of the walls in the machine shops that shows the size of the base of that thing, and you can walk up to it. It is comical. I have no idea who that is. And there is the larger view, of course. And speaking of the view, what a view of our grand finalists here, Raiyihn and BassMage. Super exciting to see what they're doing here. Wait, Taizai, what do you mean I need some attitude control? I'm very excited. I'm a happy guy tonight. This is great. You seem pretty confident that BassMage is going to get that reset then. Okay, we're getting into the eyes of what Taizai thinks about this. You know what, NetTurtle? I also love gambling. Big fan. Everybody in chat, go gamble right now. All of your parents' money, all of your money, all of your extended relatives' money. It's good for you. It builds character because then you have to go from the ground up. You grind harder. You become that Sigma male. You do what you were destined to do. That's what I did, and look how I got here today. And while you're at it, buy my book, buy my life health supplements, as well as my online course for only $1,000. You too can become me, or you can become Raiyihn and BassMage in this grand finals. Let's see who gets this first game. I always, you got to go back to black, friend. Always back to black. Resolve the bet for the rocket and run a new one. What do you mean, RCX? You have to commit. You've got to be confident. If you're not confident from the get-go, then why are you even here? 50K points from Jordan. Wow. This man's rich. This is so exciting. I'm actually going to pull up my personal YouTube feed just in case. And I warn you all now, if this thing goes off, I am going to pay zero attention to the game. I hope that we can all understand that that's a fair and equitable trade. We got FTP coming in as well. You're here potentially just in time.
Yeah, I might not be here for the whole thing. As far as I know, I am currently the 5th in a random rotation. So I figured I want to pass the time. Because the last game that I played in friendlies, I did 62% and got 3 stocked by a rob.
You know what? Fair enough. While you're at it, why don't you tell us how you feel about this matchup?
These two played before. They played at Don't Park on the Grass, and it was a reverse 3-0 from Raiyihn. I didn't watch it. I don't know what happened, but I do think that BassMage probably hated the fact that that's how that happened. Because that was for top 24, and he did not make day 3. He never talked to me about it, so I'm going to assume that it's in like some trauma point in his brain.
Yeah, for sure. There are certain things that do not need to be said.
Yeah. How's your rocket that was set to...
We're at T-minus 3 minutes.
Oh, okay.
I am locked in.
I was going to say, how is the rocket that was supposed to launch 20 minutes ago, 40 minutes ago
Hey,
going?
I told you guys, it was a range. We've still got 2 hours in our launch window. We're chilling. Honestly, 20 more minutes. Give it to me, Bezos. 20 more minutes.
Yeah, so this... What do I want to say about Puff Snake? Because I couldn't tell you a whole lot off the top of my head. I would like to assume that it's kind of annoying just because of Cypher.
Oh, yeah.
At least you get to deal with Nikita. I like to think that this is sort of like a Brawler Bayo situation where, like, it's probably not true, but it's like both of these characters have strengths that the other ones mitigate, but they don't have anything to, like, really go afterwards. Like, they can just destroy you if you get everything correctly, but, like, if you're going to play constant, consistent neutral and, like, be conscious of how this matchup works, I'm under the impression that you're going to be here a while because neither of you can touch each other. Come on, you can't be pounding this nowhere. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, that's something nice about Snake. He's got very little air mobility going left to right. He can move around a lot thanks to beer versus, but he's not actually going to go that far. So even though he can change his momentum on a dime, he's still probably not going to land in very different places. That was a great call out for that jump.
Yeah, keeping it even. I think one thing we always have to keep in mind here is this is not a very common matchup for Raiyihn to deal with, but it's a very common matchup for BassMage to deal with.
God, I would hope so. Oh, you're trying to get freaky. Both of them trying to get freaky. That up air is going to lead to rest. Neither of these guys really care about convention. I think they just want the other dead. You should just,
He waited too long.
Explode.
Man, speaking of explosions, T-minus 1 minute and 20 seconds. Let's go. But he had the rest. I think he did that little stutter step, you know, where you're like, you got it, and then you're not confident, so you don't pull the trigger. Then you realize you have it, and you feel like you have to pull the trigger, but it's too late.
Snake is kind of like a Finn character anyways, so the problem with that is that if you want to hit like a tech chase on those guys, sometimes it can get a little tricky, and even though Rest does have a fairly generous hitbox in comparison to how it was before, you can still certainly run into situations where you just like, you miss it because the other guy bounced in a weird way. That happens a lot with jabs, where like, if you have a particularly thin jab, you might try to go for like hit and then jab lock like instinctively, but you jab so fast that they bounce over the jab. Looks like we're 30 seconds to launch. It'd be very funny if someone took a stock of exactly 30 seconds from now.
Come on, New Glenn. Light this candle. Let's go.
Where's this thing even going to?
The deluge is active. This is just a test run, kind of like to space and back.
Okay.
They're firing off the deluge. They use that to prevent the rocket from exploding everything when it fires off.
Yeah, speaking of firing off.
So my stream is a little bit ahead of everybody else's, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, you can just watch in the corner.
We got liftoff. We got liftoff. Let's go. This is a highly experimental rocket. There's a lot that could go wrong here. We're going to see what happens. Come on. We've cleared the tower. That was goal number 1. Genuinely clearing the tower on this launch is a big deal. You can see how slow it looks like it is, too.
I'm really scared that like something catastrophic happens and I like react to it stock at the same time. Like I don't
popping off.
Oh, you're dead. Yeah. See ya. There's nobody on that thing, right?
No, there's nobody on this. So the big thing that I'm looking for right now, first of all, we're checking the engines. Things look pretty nominal on those. There's a couple little transients, but those are fine. The big thing is hitting what we call max Q, which is the max amount of atmospheric pressure on the vehicle, because it's getting faster and faster, but the air is getting thinner and thinner. So we're going to hit a point where there actually starts to be less force. But until then, we are increasing. We're about 2/3 of the way there right now.
By that, would you have more drag or less drag?
You would be decreasing drag.
Okay, so
you're going to continue to accelerate more. It's just that like the drag is not there because there's no atmosphere. Max Q is like, Max Q is your biggest test on the way up. If you pass that, like you're probably good until stage separation.
Yeah, dude, Raiyihn is not.
Oh, what happened to our camera feed?
I don't know, something.
Hello, there we go. Okay, I just had to switch to the night cam because now it's so high up. We're approaching max Q. Come on, New Glenn. I feel like I can hear my coworkers screaming in joy from here. This is genuinely an amazing moment for our program.
Is this the part where you go drink?
You can see well, I guess you can't see on your stream. If anybody's watching at home, you can see the plume has drastically changed. That is because they've hit a different layer of the atmosphere. So it kind of looks like it's just spraying nothing right now.
Bro, it's been 10 seconds. This Fox has been on screen for a while now.
Okay.
Yeah. I hate to pull you away from your monumental achievement, but BassMage just went Fox.
You know, honestly, same level of
this is equally as important.
Let me see what y'all are saying in chat real quick. So all the believers, let's go! Thank you, chat.
Yeah, BassMage stay really careful trying to.
So it could back out any second now.
Yeah, this is. BassMage has some highly experimental pockets.
And he's had the Fox for a long time.
Yeah, the Fox has been around. This is the UCO Starlink, and you're just like, I give up. This is actually Grands. I thought Jonas was in Grands. No, never mind. He lost players finals. I was there for that.
Things are looking real good. We're approaching main engine cutoff, at which point we will do a separation of stages, and then we'll fire the second stage of the rocket. Y'all might have seen the two.
Ooh, that was a two-frame.
If you saw the 2 sets of fins earlier, that's why we had 2.
For the nice reflect. Unfortunately, you still get 2-framed again.
The camera exploded.
Raiyihn is pulling away at this right now, just like how this rocket is pulling away from the Earth's atmosphere and gravitational pull. Oh, that was a good up smash.
Oh, there we go. We got a frame. We're good. That's separation.
We also got a stock.
We got 1 frame of separation. Things are going to be super broken right now, but it's fine. Oh, that's ignition. We hit the carbon line. We're in space.
Okay, I'm going to be honest, though.
We're in space, everybody. Let's go! New Glenn's in space!
You want to give a T- countdown to when BassMage dies off the top?
Oh, now we're jettisoning the fairing. We're making progress. Yeah. This is going so smooth.
You want to jettison the animal, too?
What did Fox do to you?
I mean, he's just down right now. I don't know how else to put it. This is rough. I mean, he's getting some good damage, and don't get me wrong, but, like, anything can go wrong very quickly against... Okay, that was a good-ass nair. Wait, why would I do that nair? Why the hell don't I do it? Fox Coast don't get that. Okay. Okay, again, okay. BassMage still down like 73%. This could still be bad, still be curtains, but like he's pulling this through. It was looking real rough at the start. This thing was not warmed up. What the fuck was that?
This is looking possible.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got Battlefield, so that's going to help a lot.
One laser. Get that shit out of my face. I don't want to deal with the grenade. This is fire, right? Oh, good on reading the dash attack. Can't get anything off of it. Oh, my God. He's rolling out of so many bad situations right now. Again.
And it's working.
Ooh.
Okay. Not quite as high as New Glenn, but hey, he's almost there.
Yeah, we're almost in the blast zone.
We're now at the
point. That's basically space.
We're at the point in the mission where we kind of just have to wait because we can't see anything.
Oh, Nikita comes out? Yep. That is the best Firefox I've ever seen.
It wins!
Dude, he found the one place he wasn't covering. He found the one platform that was not getting covered.
Mission complete.
Goat behavior.
I was in it's over mode. I have to drive this guy back.
What do you mean it's over? Do you know how back we are right now?
Back
you know
from
how back
what?
we are, chat? It's never been more back. History will literally speak of how back we are right now. Oh, that's the trajectory, by the way. That's where we're going.
To Europe?
We're just kind of around the globe.
Oh, okay. You're going into orbit. Dodging the ISS, I assume.
Yes, there's gonna. Yes, we are. Yes. You know what? You make a good point. You know how hard?
Yeah.
We're getting out of here.
Fuck you, NASA!
This is literally NASA's live stream. I don't know what one you're on. I'm on the NASA live stream. Well, I guess I'm on what you set. Yeah.
What missile are we firing? We're not firing any missiles.
How many people we got watching? 60,000 people on just this one. Nice.
I think BassMage has activated sit on the top platform.
Yeah.
Nice infinite jab. That shit warmed up in one game.
Look, Fox?
I'm be mad as fuck if he gets this.
He wants the long. He just wants us to sit here and chill for the watch party. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what we're gonna see
you got a
soon?
rocket.
We're gonna see the re-entry of the tail soon, the first stage, because we're trying to land that on the barge. That is like a super.
Sorry, you're trying to
goal
land it on what?
On a barge in the ocean.
Oh, you're just putting it someplace in the ocean.
It's just gonna it's gonna land and be reused.
Oh, okay.
But it's super hard to do, so the chances of this working first try are gonna inherently be low.
Yeah, this is
maybe not as low as forward air beating Nikita.
Yeah. So is this basically just like what the main goal is that you're trying to reuse a bunch of shit?
Yeah, we're trying to reuse everything.
Everything.
Which is what we do with our other rockets.
Okay. I imagine the fuel isn't part of that.
Yeah, you are correct. The rocket fuel is not part of that.
They gotta start burning plants or something.
How does that help?
I don't know. Use some renewable fuel. You want to reuse everything, right?
We use some of this renewable.
Oh, good. I hope so. I mean, the rockets have a lot of gas in them. That you're burning a lot in there.
Oh wait, we're seeing the sauce. It is coming. You can actually see a little bit of re-entry burn from the booster.
Oh my God! That nair came out of nowhere. I'm stealing that. What the fuck was that, man? And by I'm stealing that, I mean I'm gonna do it and get hit myself. It's weird seeing a Fox of any caliber in this region because we don't have them. You have me,
Yeah.
which is kind of like if you got like the great value Fox.
Yeah, and you play Brawler, so it's like kind of similar vibes.
I mean, like Brawler is the great value. I physically cannot play Fox.
Oh, I see.
There are 3 ways that you can play me Brawler, or 3 ways you can come from me Brawler. 1, you came from Mario. 2, if you came from Fox. 3, you're a fucking freak. And I'm the Mario one. I think as far as I'm aware, I'm the only Mario one. No, Jade is a Mario one too. Dreamland is a Mario one. But like, no, most people come from Fox.
Yeah. Well, I remember there was like a long era of, is Brawler just better Fox? Which, no, I don't think so.
He's a better counter pick. That's the way I look at it.
Oh,
You might be dead.
yeah, I think Raiyihn might have figured out a little bit of the shenanigans.
Yeah,
like, yeah, BassMage warmed up, but...
Up tilt soon. Yep.
And you can
BassMage
kind of
as
just,
well.
like, it's Fox, so you just shield.
Ooh!
Oh!
We have
Send him to
liftoff.
space. New Glenn will meet you there.
Yeah, all right. Raiyihn wins the final Smash to Pieces. Congratulations to him.
And what a day.
Hey, man, I'm happy I got a few of these up under my belt before we finish.
The final
Yeah.
Smash to Pieces. I know I've been a little distracted for, I think, reasonable reasons. But, yes, it is the final Smash to Pieces. And I think a lot needs to be said about all that Goose has done for the community, all that this tournament has done for the community. I can speak to my own experiences with this tournament. Smash to Pieces was not only the first tournament I ever went to. I remember coming like post-quarantine, my first tournament. I had to pull over to be able to have time to register for this because everybody was sharking for it.
Yeah.
It was also the first time I ever commentated.
BassMage scouting out his piece of the pie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Dude,
real.
I'm going to be real with you. I watch the Lumi Rank stuff from time to time. The amount of times where you're just like the commentator is fucking horrifying. Like you're everywhere, and I'm never ready for it.
I will promise to
like
continue jump
it's like the
scaring
fucking
you.
alien from American Dad. You're just everybody.
Just there.
Yeah.
It's been a wild ride, and it all started here. Let's see if we can get Raiyhn over here. Maybe we can get Goose over here as well for a farewell interview.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll have more opportunities because we got coming up pre-local for Requiem in Requiem itself. So I sure hope he gets on the mic to talk. All right, I'm going to let you do this. I'm not an interview
All right,
guy.
bet. Raiyhn.
Oh my God.
You like rockets?
I like him.
Well, we got to talk after this. How you doing? Congratulations. Winning through winner's side. How you feeling?
I'm feeling really good. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, I was the last time that I played BassMage, I reverse 3-0'd him, and then as soon as he took game 3 with that 3-shot comeback, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of worried he was gonna do the same.
Yeah, you do the same. Yeah. Did he go Fox at all the last time?
No, just Jigglypuff. Yeah. Yeah, it's like really fucking nervous like the entire time.
So how many Smash to Pieces have you won now? Do you know?
I think this is, let's see, this might be my 4th, I think. Yeah, I remember taking one over where it was against, I think, like I'm just remembering at my grand finals. I think one of them was with, let's see, Avenue, the other one was with Jonas, the other one was with Sapsai. No, I think this might be my 5th one. 4 or 5, but yeah, given that this is the last Smash to Pieces, I'm really happy that I could clutch it out because the last time that I was at the final tournament of a certain series being Stairway to Heaven.
Oh, Stairway to Heaven. Yeah, you're right.
Nano Ash ended up beating me, so I was really worried that oh, my reaction time's on point.
Yeah,
I was really worried that the second time in a row that I would get second place at the very last, one. But I'm really glad that I could clutch it out. Yeah, and also felt like I memorized a lot of like matchup,
Mm-hmm.
like specific interactions as well as just like general game plan. I felt like I was mixing it up really well. I felt like against JDV, I was just using grenades, and like I'd overextend every now and then, but like 90% of my moves were grenades or like C4. And
For good reason.
Yeah, it's a little bit rough.
Wow.
But yeah, and then like against Tomb Link, it's like kind of like halfway, where it's like I have to play reactive if he ever approaches, and then throw grenades. And then of course there's Incineroar, which don't use very many explosives, so I felt. And then of course there's Jigglypuff, which is like just throw out whatever you can. Also, if there's anybody who, for the 0 people who asked for Jigglypuff snake advice, I do not think up tilt is very good in that matchup. Your actual anti-airs in that matchup are back air and dash attack. Like,
okay.
in that matchup, you always need to stay moving. So, like, I only went for, like, 3 up tilts. Granted, all of them were not very good. But, yeah, you need, like, an anti-air where you're, like, actually moving to match, Jigglypuff in the air. Because it's not like she's, if you're in the air, you're not staying in place. So it's like, anyways.
The other person I think we should address is you beat JDV tonight. You've had such a back and forth history with him. How are you feeling about that set?
Sorry, I'm kind of there's a lot of it's just kind of like unleashed like
oh no, you're
the
fine.
last like
Look,
year and a half worth of item counterplay against Pac-Man.
Your mental stack is overflowing.
Maybe
You could say you blasted off a little bit, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe
You're
a little bit.
spaced out.
Yeah, I definitely felt like I got lucky during a lot of I got a few I think I got a few reverse up tilts and a few downers that somehow caught rolls. But yeah, a lot of them are very lead based. So I felt like I was playing extra good on my first stock, where normally I'm I don't need to play super good because it's my first stock. But it's no, that is why you should be playing your absolute best on your first stock and trying to treat it like your last stock kind of, because if you're down a stock against Sonic, you may not like him, but you know what the vibes are, I guess.
I mean, how in general do you feel about his Sonic versus his Pac-Man?
I do think that Sonic does better against Snake than Pac-Man. Yeah, I do think it's even though I think that Sonic beats Snake, it's one of those matchups where it's I don't need to work as hard or as hard as very smart,
Right? Yeah, I see
smart
what you
as
mean.
hard. Oh, thank you, Jacob. Yeah, there's just but yeah, with JDV though, I feel like I'm catching up, but then again, it's he's also he hasn't had the same experience as Pac-Man. So once he gets there with Sonic, it might be over for me.
We'll have to get the run back at Requiem. For now, I have to say, unequivocally, you won the last Smash to Pieces, which makes you the champion of Smash to Pieces forever. No one can take that away from you unless Goose comes out of retirement. Wink. Yeah, we'll see.
That could happen.
Oh, is that an official leak?
Cliffhanger.
Okay.
Maybe.
Well, with that, congratulations, Ryan. I'm going to let you pick out from the amazing prizes. I think that's how that works, right?
Oh, what the?
That we showed off earlier. Yeah, and we're going to get Goose, the progenitor, the patriarch, the man with the plan and a beard. Let's get him on the mic real quick. Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah, of course, no worries. I got these two frames. This is Cascade 5.1, this is Cascade 5.2. They're just part of the Sam did this one. I'm blanking on the week.
Yeah, this is my event. Yeah, absolutely. Man, Goose Gusty.
Yo, yeah, Goose Gusty. For some reason, I don't know why. My Twitter.
How does it feel?
Yeah, it feels, first off, it is fun to see BassMage come out. That was just random, last minute attendee. It's cool to have him in the region now. I don't know if he's officially here or
about a month ago.
in the area. Oh, well, there you go. Wow, now we've got the Demon Puff himself.
Yeah.
To haunt
There's going to be no escape.
Haunt the region.
We lost Poda, and he grew back stronger.
Came back. Yeah, I know Frank was happy about that, I'm sure, in the chat. If he's still here.
Yeah, Frank was in the chat. Everybody say hi, Frank.
Hi, Frank.
So,
but yeah, I mean,
it's what, 3.5, what is it, years that you've been doing this event?
man, I don't know. pretty long time.
Like
yeah,
that.
I
It was
mean,
summer 2021-ish.
yeah, because I mean, it was like post,
It was right after quarantine.
kind of post COVID.
It was the first local that I remember.
Well, yeah, because it was there was that first roadside that came back.
Yeah.
That everyone went to. There was the crazy roadside, and then I think it was a couple of those, and then this was like in July, I want to
Yeah,
say,
it was
of
in that
2021.
range.
Yeah.
And
I
we
guess
had
it's
like we were
been-
maxing out 64 people every week. It was chaos. In
Yeah,
here.
there was that window where everyone was instantly registering for everything, like immediately.
I
like,
had to set reminders on my phone and pull over and sign up.
It was people, especially for roadside, because it capped at 24. So like poor Don Lee just getting blown
Yeah.
up every freaking. Shout outs to Don Lee, getting blown up like every weekend. But yeah, I don't know. It's been crazy. It feels not as long.
It does.
Like you
yeah.
saying that it was 2021, and now it's fucking 2025. That's kind of insane.
We've done so many of these.
I think this was 76, which is a random
I was wondering
number.
the number.
But yeah, it's
It's
been
a good year. Some good stuff happened.
in 76. What was that? Was that when
1776.
17 or
We're
is that,
going deep.
or you could go there? I think that was, did Jimmy Carter get elected in that
Oh,
year? Is that
okay.
when he recently rest in peace Jimmy Carter, I guess?
Uh,
Or yeah, we're going back to the founding of the country.
Exactly.
I like that
It's
more.
the founding of Smash to Pieces.
Founding of Smash to Pieces,
or
founding
whatever
of the
your next
country,
adventures are.
debating which one's more important. I don't know.
I see Jordan in the chat pointing out he was at the first one. We all know Jordan himself. I was also at the first Smash to Pieces. Not only that, it was my first ever tournament.
Was it your
The
first ever?
Smash to Pieces.
Dang.
And sometime shortly after that, my first ever time commentating. So I owe so much of like what I've had in this scene to you being willing to put me on a microphone and
Dude,
just yap.
you were. I mean, it's a test to anyone. It's a testament to you showing up and being like I've always said. People who are willing to solo commentate. It's a through line I've noticed from you to Arbiter to myself. Actually, doing my online people who solo commentate and grind it. Like it really kind of it levels up your ability to talk about stuff because you're by yourself. But yeah, dude, I mean, you just showed up. God, there was weeks and weeks on end where it was the George show.
It was a good time. I did. We went to space.
I was
mid-bracket.
seeing. Yeah, mid bracket was that. You were in the countdown, right?
Yeah, we were just watching.
Did
live.
you work on that?
Yeah.
That is so wild. That's actually the fact that we had you also launching. We got a rocket scientist over here also launching his rocket mid bracket.
Very exciting.
That's crazy. Hopefully everything went well.
Yeah. So far things look pretty good. I do think we lost the booster, but that was kind of expected.
Is that typical in these kind of
It's
launches?
the first time we've ever launched this thing.
Okay.
So it was sort of expected. I also can't confirm that. I haven't heard anything. I just noticed that the telemetry died when it was on the re-entry. So I think it exploded.
Can someone in the chat, has anyone in the chat heard the word telemetry before today, this moment? Telemetry. I don't need.
But today is not about me. Today
Right.
is about you. I want to know. I know we've got Requiem coming up. You've got the final
Yeah.
basement tier coming up, which is super exciting. But what else? What is next in the life of Goose?
So I've got this guy's actually got the inside scoop. He's already
Dude,
heard it.
yeah.
I've got my friends and I are working on an EP. We've got our single finished.
I've heard it. It's great.
He's already heard it. I've sent it to a few people. So we're finishing the album art for that, which is really exciting. Got a cool artist who used to I think he used to work for Blizzard or something. I don't know. He's he has some cool fantasy artists that we found. So we're gonna release some classic, rock and roll tunes, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna be working on more music stuff. I've been posting tons of music clips recently. Just been trying to get in the groove of recording more content. Been working on it during my unemployed stint. Been trying to get better at singing, drums. I don't know. I think mostly it's gonna be music, but I'm still gonna go to stuff. So I think it's
we'll
gonna
see
be
you around.
I think also, maybe I could formally announce, I don't know if it's 100% confirmed, but Yunzu and Lucas plan on keeping this event alive in some form.
Okay.
I don't want to speak, it's not 100%, but I introduced Alex, the owner of this venue, to Yunzu and Lucas. They had a conversation for about 20 minutes, and it sounds like
Okay.
they're gonna kind of move. I think it's either gonna be a monthly, and it's either gonna be on. It might be on Sunday. It might still just be on Wednesday. But one thing I did want to make sure for everyone who's still watching, if and when, and I think they're going to, they take over, I want to see, at least for the first one, but hopefully continue it, a huge swell of support
Yes.
for them taking over. And, like, you know, there's some retirements on the horizon, I think, for a lot of the old guard of TOs, like this crusty dude over here.
Yeah, who's that
I mean,
guy?
he won't ever go away because he's got to keep.
I'm doing this till I'm dead.
He's going to keep on throwing ports until he's at least thrown 10 ports. He's going to have to throw 10.
Yeah, you got to do 10. And then, like, as
Um,
long as you're there, you might as well do the dozen.
Yeah, he's going to keep on doing it until he has a literal child to pass it down to. But, I mean, you know, we can only do this stuff for so long. Like,
Yeah.
I did this for about 5 years, which feels like an eternity. I know there are other TOs who've been doing it for a while, but, like, we need to support that next guard of people, especially since it's going to be, I think, ultimate Rivals 2 blended scene where
Ooh,
I think
yeah.
Rivals 2, as everyone seems hyped about, like, the Requiem numbers would not be what they are without Rivals 2. Just straight up. Like, there's so many people who are signed up for that and cross Melee, Ultimate,
Yeah,
or just
it brings
just
people
Rivals.
together.
It brings people together. It's a fun game, easy to get into, high skill ceiling. And then, you know, who knows? I'm guessing we'll see the next game, if I had to guess, like, in end of the year 2026 is my projection.
Okay.
I'll say it here now. 2026, end of the year. And yeah, we'll have to see if folks are in for Ultimate Deluxe.
Please, no.
I mean, that's what it's going to
I
be,
love
right?
this game, but I want a new one. But yeah, I think Ultimate Deluxe makes a lot of sense.
So
Wow.
yeah, I think it's going to be, for me, it's going to be focusing more on music and then attending your occasional event. I'm going to try and keep going to stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's really hit me yet either. So, you know, this has been a part of my life for like half a decade.
It's going to be weird, right?
And it's going to be a little weird to
You're
not.
an empty nester. All of your kids are running their own events now.
Yeah, but it's been great to see folks like yourself who've, you know, now are like, I mean, one of the casters, not just in our scene, but just generally. And then also all the TOs who have, you know, started out as, you know, little whippersnappers
Yeah.
who are now just like going to start running their own events. So it's
Right.
great to see the maturation there.
It is. Like, you've known some of these people when they were, like, relatively speaking, the little tykes. And now, like you said,
Yeah.
there's, like, I don't know, people like Invictus, who's been absolutely killing it with his events.
I mean, yeah, shout outs to Octagon, which really, like, one, Nick is just a really good TO and is just a smart guy who runs good events and has good ideas for fun ideas. But, like, the vibe of Octagon is very friendly. It's good for noobs and people who are not just starting out. It's also good for top players who want to try out their secondaries.
Yes, that is a
And-
great opportunity.
Yeah, and it's also a bar tournament, so it means you can drink and play, and I'm
So you can
always
drink to forget or drink because you're having a good time. It's win-win.
And I'm always into a venue that has low light.
True.
Low, nice and easy red light, easy on the
Very
eyes.
true. Well, I've said it before. I'll say it again. Like, thank you for everything that you've done for this community. I talked about what you've done for me. I've seen what you've done for other people, giving us a place to consistently come out. People in like the southern West Seattle area,
The Southwest,
you know,
yeah.
the Southwest area. It's a little bit vacuous without this event, so it's really nice to have that. And you've been such a pillar of the scene, a great role model in the scene, which I think goes undervalued. And you're consistently there. You're putting out good things. Yeah, hooray, like everybody's saying. And I think it goes further than you think it does.
I'm happy that I love hearing that. It's very touching. If I've made an impact on any of your guys' lives or helped you guys at all, I mean, I love to hear it.
Yeah, DM
Yeah.
this man. You can see his
No,
Twitter
you
down
don't have to. You don't.
Send
have
him
to
nice DMs.
You don't have to do that. It's been really rewarding working with everyone, and yeah, I mean, I remember talking to Sirona Chris, about this. How like, I think both of them have a similar perspective of like we both like the kind of camp counselor vibe.
Yeah,
And
I
like
could
that's
see it.
super rewarding. I love being a camp counselor, and I've tried to try and bring some of that energy So yeah, if that has worked at all, then
I think it
I'm
has.
glad to hear it.
Well,
And yeah, it feels fortuitous that we're ending here with
it's crazy.
Yeah, with the full circle, the as I used to say, best solo commentator in Washington. Now just the best caster in Washington.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I appreciate it.
But now we've come full circle, and yeah, I mean, everyone, I added doubles and rivals to the pre-local, so please sign up for that. You don't have to. You don't have to sign up.
No,
but
you have to. I'm
you
telling
should
you. I will
sign
come
up
to
for
your
that.
house. You have to.
Or we'll just have a tiny little pre-local, and it'll just be really chill, and we'll just kind of hang out, and I don't know what we'll do. Me and Dylan will just Dylan will do some weird shit on the stream, and we'll just do some funny stuff.
Yeah.
But excited to see you guys at Requiem. You know, I hope the event goes well. I've got a good team around me to make it go well. Say hi, I guess. I'll be around, floating around, and yeah, I'll see you guys at Requiem.
Farewell, everybody. It's been an honor and a privilege.
Peace out, you guys.